I found a photo album hidden in my attic. Every photo has me in it, even the ones from before I was born. I was insulating the attic in my new house on Birchwood Avenue when I found it, a leather-bound photo album wedged behind a loose beam. The cover was cracked with age, held together by a faded ribbon that crumbled when I touched it. Inside were hundreds of black and white photographs spanning what looked like 50 years. Family gatherings, street scenes, holidays, everyday moments captured in time. All featuring people I'd never seen before, in clothing and settings from decades past. But in every single photo, I was there. Not someone who looked like me. Me. Exactly as I appear now at 32 years old, wearing the same face, same build, same distinctive scar on my left eyebrow from a childhood accident. Standing among strangers in photographs that predated my birth by decades. In one photo dated 1952 on the back, I stood next to a bride and groom outside a church I didn't recognize. I was wearing a suit from that era, smiling at the camera with perfect familiarity. I wasn't born until 1991. Another photo from 1967 showed a family Christmas scene. There I was by the tree, holding a wrapped present, surrounded by children opening gifts. The fashions, the furniture, the very quality of the photograph screamed mid-1960s. A 1974 image captured me at what appeared to be a graduation ceremony, applauding in a crowd of parents and relatives. Same face, same age, impossible timeline. The most unsettling photo was dated 1943. A group of men in military uniforms posed in front of a train. I stood among them in identical dress, looking exactly as I do today, decades before my grandparents were even born. I brought the album to my neighbor, Mrs. Kellerman, who'd lived on Birchwood Avenue for 40 years. "Oh my," she said, studying the photos with trembling hands. "I haven't seen these in so long. You recognize them? This was the Morrison family's house before you bought it. They lived here from 1949 until old Edgar died in 2018. She pointed to the Christmas photo. "That's Edgar as a boy, and his sister Lucy. Their parents, grandparents. But Mrs. Kellerman, that's me in the photo. How is that possible?" She squinted at the image, then at my face, then back again. "Well, I'll be damned. You do look exactly like him." "Like who?" "Edgar's nephew, Tommy. He visited every few years when I was younger. Nice young man. Always said he was traveling for work, but he never seemed to age. I just assumed good genes, you know." She flipped through more photos. There he is at Edgar's wedding in 1952. And there, at Lucy's high school graduation. Family reunions, birthdays. She paused. Funny thing is, Tommy always looked exactly the same age in every photo, even though these span decades. What happened to Tommy? He stopped visiting in the early 1980s. Edgar never talked about why. Just said Tommy had moved on to other things. That night, I researched the Morrison family. Edgar Morrison had indeed lived in my house for nearly 70 years. He'd been born in 1930, married in 1952, had 2 children who'd moved away in the 1970s. His sister Lucy had died in a car accident in 1968. But I found no records of any nephew named Tommy. I continued examining the album. The photos were arranged chronologically, showing the Morrison family aging and changing while I remained constant, same face, same apparent age, present at every major event across 5 decades. The final photos were from the 1980s. Birthday parties, holiday dinners, family gatherings. But something had changed in these later images. While I still appeared physically identical,